Hello everyone, my name is IHateTuesday and I am here with another replay. Mr. Scarab has given me another replay to cast. I'm going to do it right now. Um, Let me just check my sounds and everything to make sure everything is alright. I have StarCraft 2 at a good level. Everything else looks good. Alright, we're going to jump right into this replay. Hit play and here we go. This is Condemned Ridge. It's a 4-spawn map, as you can see. It's kind of like Shakura's Plateau in that it has the elevated main and the elevated natural, and then there's ramps going down into the main field of play here. What's unlike Shakura's Plateau is that you have a really close third base here, right in front of the natural. So your ramp basically leads down into your natural. The ramp from your main leads down in the ramp from the natural leads down into the third, and the ramp from your main leads down into the natural, as you can see. Okay, in the upper left we have Scarab, who was our red Protoss. In the bottom right we have IHateTuesday on as a blue Zerg, and we'll see what kind of play these two do. We have a scout now going for Scarab, as you can see. We have the pylon that's placed down here in the natural, which tells me that he's going to try to do an expansion first before any type of army. Just to give you an update on what's going on in To Live and Die land. Of course, those of you who are watching this for the first time, I am the head of the partnership program for Zeke.com. I'm also the head of the community for the North American side of Zeke.com. So if you have any tournaments that run and have North American players in them and you want them to be part of Zeke.com, please contact me. You can find me in game To Live and Die, and my character code is 141, and it sounds exactly like it's spelled exactly like it sounds: To Live and Die. So that's how you can find me. Also, go to www.zeke.com. Look for the Daywalker tournaments. I am the host and admin of those tournaments as well on that site. Chat channel Daywalker, that's where all the fun happens. And Scarab here has been one of my longtime participants in those tournaments and provides me with replays to cast like he has done now. In fact, we have 6 Zerglings on their way across the map. This probe is going to get into the Zerg base. As you can see, there's the scout pattern. He's going in a circle. 8 Zerglings are now on their way across the map. The Zerglings are looking to punish this Protoss. I don't even know if there's any scouting that was done at all. Nope, there's no scouting done whatsoever. In fact, he's going blindly up to this upper left-hand base. He's just sending them there blindly, which is kind of weird. So here we go, sending his Zerglings up to the upper left-hand base blindly. He's going to get here in time to surround this cannon. Here's 4 Zerglings right away. The Zerg is supply blocked, by the way. He was there to break down that photon cannon. Does not get that photon cannon before it finishes. Probes are pulled off the line to stop the Zerglings, and they do get a nice surround there for a second. The Zerglings do get away, and the probes have to give chase. They cannot allow these Zerglings to be in this base at all. So there's a situation for the Protoss. He had some early pressure here from the Zerg player. If we look at the drone count, he's only one. That's what, 8 plus 4 is 12. He only has 12 drones, and he has, a whole bunch of Zerglings that ran over to the base from the lower right. He was still mining, so he was able to mine a little bit while chasing these Zerglings around the base. I don't think there's any problem here. He can still mine. He just needs to watch when those Zerglings come a little too close to the mineral line. He just needs to get a good surround on them. 2 more Zerglings join the battle here, and he is going to clean this up. No problem. He can get back to mining. He can redo his wall. He lost the photon cannon here. He can put his cybernetics core down, no problem. The Zerg is not anywhere near ready to do anything else except make Zerglings like he is doing. He's going to run another group of Zerglings across the map, and a pylon is going down to block the hatchery in the natural. So there you go. The Protoss, I think, is fine. He's still trying to make Zerglings, and has to surround the pylon. Does, and let's see if the Zerg does make a hatchery. Is he going to make a hatchery here? You would think he would. He is acting like it. Meanwhile, a whole bunch of Zerglings are streaming across the map, single file, out across the map as we speak. No, he does not decide to make a hatchery. He's just going to go with this early ling pressure. He got two photon cannons down now at the top of this ramp. A zealot is there to hold the hole. Two zealots are now popped out, and if he would have kept continuing to attack with those Zerglings, he would have lost every single one of them. The Nexus is being built in the natural, and still this one base Zergling play now has speed on the Zerglings also. If you look at the spawning pool, you'll see that metabolic boost was researched. He's going to go. Protoss has to get his cybernetics core down, which he is. He's making another zealot, and now the Zerg is finally making drones. But he has a lot of Zerglings and Banelings here in front of the natural. He's going to try to bust this down. There he goes. He busts it down. A bunch of Zerglings are going to go into the main base. There they go. They're going to try to eat more probes here. 15 workers killed by the Zerg player. 15. That's a lot for the Protoss to handle. In fact, hold on. Let's do that again. 18 workers killed now for the Zerg player. This game is essentially over. I mean, if the Protoss comes back from this is going to be a miracle. 21 workers killed now for the Zerg player, and the Zerg, if you look at the army tab, it's 7 to 23. 23 drones to 7. That usually spells doom and instant. You know, it's gonna be a long, long road back for the Protoss player, especially with only having one gate and a forge and a cybernetics core, and that's it. So there you go. The Zealots are trying to chase down this last Zergling, and the Zergling, as you can see, can outrun these Zealots no problem. Photon cannon going down again. This is the one he busted down with his Banelings. Ooh, catches that last Zergling with the photon cannon, and it goes down. Now we have a string of overlords across the bottom of the map. So here's one here, there's one in the center, and then there's one way down here. And this is to prevent any drops or anything like that. He can see all the drops coming across the map. His natural finally goes down. He's about halfway done. And in the base, we have a Baneling nest already, obviously, and we have a Roach Warren. So we're going to go Roach. He's going to have Ling Bling Roach. Gets a second gas in his main base, as Zerg does. And now the Protoss is in recovery mode. He lost 23 probes to 0. And if you look at the army, it's 25 workers to 10. There's no way that this Protoss can win, correct? Well, we're going to find out. Here we go. 4 Zealots are marching down across the map on their own. They're going to try to do some damage here and get into this base. So they're going to march up the ramp. The Zerglings see it. They kill the Zerglings. 4 Zealots are in the natural now of this Zerg player. Gonna come over here and attack the spine crawler. It gets canceled. 3 spine crawlers here at the top of the ramp for the Zerg player, and these 4 Zealots can focus down this hatchery if they wanted to. Here they go. They're gonna focus down the hatchery. Nope, they're not gonna focus down the hatchery. They're just gonna attack a queen. Remember, these Zealots have a lot of hit points. They're not gonna die. They're going to take out some drones too. We got 7 drone kills now. 1 more Zealot to go, and that spine crawler is going to take it out. There it is. 1 more. The last Zealot was taken out, and 1 more drone was killed. So 8 to 23. Look at the army tab. 19 to 28. So the Protoss is able to macro up some probes here at his base. He's able to chrono them out. And start mining. If you look at the income, we're at 720, so it's not too far off for the Protoss. I mean, you know, if you look at everything that's happened, he was really far behind, and now he's starting to catch up. Worker supply 25 to 30, workers killed 23 to 8, so he was able to go do some damage. He killed some probes with those Zealots. I'm sorry, killed some drones with those Zealots, and was able to, you know, kind of get things equalized. Layers coming up for the Zerg player. The Roach Warren, of course, was already down, and we're going to see what the Protoss can do with that small amount of mining probes there for a while. He was unable to put down any more gateways. So what does he do? He goes for a Stargate. Normally, what you would see a Protoss do is go for a Dark Shrine and try to get DTs in the base of the Zerg player. But nope, he's going to go for a Stargate. Off this 2 bases. Of course, it's not really 2 bases because he's not saturated at either base just yet. He does have an assimilator down at his natural and both assimilators at his main. So we'll see if this Stargate play can help this Protoss in this game. But he was about to die there. If those Zerglings had any more free reign than they had, and if this Protoss was not able to kill those Zerglings, the game would be over by now. I mean, that was very, very close to death for that Protoss. Okay. Anyways, the Zerg obviously went Roach-Warren. He did get his lair up, so he will be able to get upgrades. And he's getting Glowered Constitution as we speak. And he's getting 9 more roaches. He's getting Burrow. Protoss is getting a Void Ray up here at the top, as you see I'm pointing at. And he's getting a Stargate already. And Warp Gate technology isn't even done yet. That's how far behind he was. 2 Stargates are up now. And with him being almost saturated now at his 2 bases, he's really going to be able to pump out these Void Rays out of these 2 Stargates and Phoenixes, you would think. No, it's just going to be Void Rays. There's going to be mass Void Rays here for the Protoss. Meanwhile, the Zerg has to know he's ahead a lot because he killed so many probes off. So he's going to try to get an army up here and get over to the Protoss base ASAP and bust this wall down again and get in here and do the damage that he wanted to do before, and that's kill off both of those Nexus. With these roaches, he can probably do that. Although with these Void Rays piling up, he already has 3. He has 4 now. He's going to really be able to pick off these roaches on the ground. So we're going to see if they're going to go for a base trade, or if the roaches, or if they're just going to sit over here and attack the roaches when they're inside the Protoss base, because that's what's going to happen. He's going to be able to break down this door with all those roaches, no problem. Even with 3 zealots sitting here, it's going to be no problem at all. So here he goes. He's going to stream over roaches to reinforce, and he's going to try to bust down this door with all of these roaches. Look at the army tab again, 68 to 22. Nice concave on the photon cannons. There's the open hole in the wall. Doesn't even worry about the wall anymore. Just gets into the mineral line and can focus down these probes. Now he's going to focus down the Nexus, actually. And on the hit points. And he gets the Nexus. He had to do that. Now he has to go into the main and kill off buildings with these roaches. Meanwhile, the Spire's coming up, so we will get mutas in the air. The roaches are in the main now. 38 workers killed for IHateTuesday. Only 8 for Scarab. You would think this is the end of the game, but he's going to try his hardest to focus down this Nexus, which he does not do. Those Void Rays are able to kill off all of those roaches. You remember how many roaches came up the map? They are all dead. If you look at the army tab, 8 to 38 now. 44 workers to 35. This Protoss was able to equalize just by getting out those Void Rays. In fact, right here they are. He has, what is that, 7 Void Rays, 8 Void Rays now on their way across the map. 9 Void Rays. I mean, this is mass Void Rays. You know what I mean? This is those games you used to play when StarCraft 2 just came out, and you saw people, these Protoss going mass Void Rays, and you were like, what should I do about that? So anyways, here we go. A probe is on the way across the map also. Going to put a forward pylon down right here. And these Void Rays are coming across the map. Let's see the income for the Zerg. It's good. It's 1,400, so he is getting income. Is he able to get up an army? Who knows? He has a Spire up. Somewhere he has a Spire. Meanwhile, these Void Rays are still going to town on Spine Crawlers and Queens and whatnot. Zealots are on the ground here. They're going to tank a lot of the damage that these... the Zealots are here to take out those Spore Crawlers is what that is, and take out drones along the way also. Stalkers are here now. Notice the Stalkers were warped in, and IHateTuesday has left the game, and there you go. What looked like a 1 game for the Zerg player turned into a loss for the Zerg player, only because of that 1 Stargate that was able to be gotten up by the Protoss. He was able to mass out some Void Rays and kill off the Zerg. Unbelievable. Alright, that's your show match, the Scarab show match, and hope everyone liked this. See you later.